Hey, welcome to the story poll video. I haven't really, I think this has been out for a couple of versions, and I really didn't get into it. I fought it, what have you. And then recently I had a couple of jobs, and I decided to get into it. I like it. I think it's pretty cool. Some people don't. Anyway, whatever. And I've sort of finally got mine dialed into what I like to do on my story poll. And so I'm just going to see if I can go ahead and do it again. Figure it out. This is a 3-story house that I have built right here. I don't need that anymore. And this thing is just right out of the box. I just made the house right out of the box. So let's just see what happens. If I come over to here, just go elevation first, hotkey MS. Oh, there we go. I've got dimensions on only one side, okay? Let's look at this section, what happens on the section. MS. Only on one side. I think you have the option of putting them on both sides. Well, we'll see what happens. So what don't I? Oh, and by the way, it's updated over here. Okay, you can see that this is updated. The layout. I've sent these to layout, so it automatically updates. But wait a second. I suppose I go over to here and I go up to. I got automatic rebuild roofs on. Okay, I got automatic rebuild roofs. I'm going to go up to the 3rd floor. And I'm going to give me an extra high ceiling on the 3rd floor. So I'm going to give me a high ceiling, and let's just see what happens. So what should happen is the floor should go up, and the roof should go up, and we'll see if it updates on the layout. That's what we're going to try to do. Floors, this current floor, let's change the rough ceiling to plus 48. 48 inches higher, okay? Tab, done. Oh, done. Okay, the roof didn't rebuild for some reason, and I guess I did minus 48. I don't know what I did. I did something wrong. And this did not update over here. These did not update. So if I want these to update, I guess I have to come over to here and hit this update all views. Let's just see how quick, see if it updates it. And let's see if it updates the dimensions. I think it updated the dimensions. No, it didn't. It's not. Okay. Well, for one thing, it's not dimensioning my top plate, is it? And maybe that's my mistake. So I'm going to go back over to here to plan. This I'm on a 3rd level, 1-1, and floor. Let's just current floor. Oh, 48 inches. I don't know what I did. How about plus 8 foot? 8 foot. What is this? Why is this rough ceiling going down? Okay, I want a 12-foot ceiling. You know what I'm saying? And I got my 12-foot ceiling. Wait, I can do this. I can say plus 48. And it went up. Okay, now it went up. Fine, that's what I expected. Okay, done. Okay, so I should have a very high plate line. There it is. And the windows, it updated this. It's not, by the way, it's not dimensioning my top plate, my top of wall or something. Okay, we'll get into that in a second. Did it update this yet? No. If I open this, I bet it's updated. Well, it's already, it's already open. Maybe if I closed it. Let's see. Oh shit! Shoot. Oh, the cameras are saved. Never mind. Okay, good. I guess I just thought that it would sort of update this automatically, and I did do the. Let's update the Let's update the elevations. Okay, update all views. It's still updating. It takes a second to do it. I know it. I think it did it. That did it, and the dimensions are updated. Okay, the dimensions are updated. I was working on a project yesterday, and it didn't seem like my dimensions updated. But I think they did update. Okay, so if I come over to here and I take these windows right here, and I give those say a 12-foot plate height, 12-foot plate height. Right. Let's see if it. Now this is interesting. This is interesting. Look at this. This is interesting. What's happened here? this is dimension my headers, but this hasn't dimensioned my headers. It's dimension my, oh, it did. It did. The header dimension was changed. Wow. Do you think you got a bug here, buddy? Huh? You think you got a bug? Now, why did this header update, but this didn't? Tell me. F6. They're all open. Why? Oh, okay, it's the windows in the back, you nitwit. You. That's so stupid. 12 foot. Yeah, there. Okay, the windows are updated, but the 3D view is not updated, of course, but the dimensions are updated. And I swear I thought I was working on one yesterday, and I didn't think the dimensions updated. Sorry about that. Okay, suppose I close these. Suppose I just close these. Yes. Come on. I'm sorry. And I'm going to close this, W. I'm just going to close it temporarily. Yes, I'm going to update it. And now I'm going to, what am I going to do? Well, my dimensions are updating. My dimensions are updated. Okay, how about this? This header is going to be 80 inches. Okay. Header height's going to be 80 inches. Did you see how quickly that dimension changed right there? Now I'm going to change these windows over here to 80 inches. And that's going to be, you're going to see that on the section. 80 inches to the top plate, right? Okay. Yep, and the dimension over here changed because I got the windows on the back, windows on the front. You understand that. These are different windows. These are on the back as a section. These are on the front. So now I'm going to come over to here and I'm going to select this room and I'm going to change it to about 300 feet. 300 feet. Okay, and you can see the dimensions again automatically changed. The roof hasn't changed yet, but I bet, of course, the roof is rebuilt. Of course, the roof is rebuilt. Cancel. Yep, done. Okay, so let's just go back to the beginning. Let's go back to 12-foot plate heights here. Let's just see what we can do now. 12 foot, 12 foot, 12 foot, 12 foot, 12 foot, right there. 12 foot. Good. Okay, so F6, let's see what we got. F6. Missing this section right here. I'm going to open up this section right here. And now let's talk about something. Let's talk about what is it dimensioning. It is dimensioning the grade level at 0. Why? I don't know. I'll tell you my settings right real quick here. Okay, come over here. I'm going to go down to my first floor. Here's my first floor. Right there, contours. The subfloor is at 12 inches above the terrain, so the terrain is at sea level. The terrain is at sea level, okay? But I got my subfloor at 12 inches, okay? So why is it saying, oh, there it is, grade level at, okay. So why does it say grade level at 0 and top of slab at 0? Well, let's look at the defaults for the dimensions. Come on, Scott. Auto story pulled up dimensions. Here we go. Oh, by the way, we'll go through this general. Dimensions on the left. I don't have dimensions on the right. This is it right out of the box, okay? I do want dimensions on the right. And by the way, this 50% reach and 50% reach, that means the dimensions on the left are going to go 50% across the building, and the ones on the right are going to go 50%. So they're going to just touch. Just imagine, just going to touch. If they were 40 and 40, then they would only dimension things that were 40% in. And so there'd be a missing 10% in the middle of the house that didn't get dimensioned, like a ridge or something if it was in the middle. That's what that's all about. Dimensions across the top and bottom, I'm not going to even get into that. We're going to have an inner dimension. I do want the inner dimensions. Okay. Dimensions between elevation markers, yes. Dimensions between these are the elevation markers right here. These things right here, by the way. Primary ridge marks only and primary height marks only. I got those checked, but that's weird. I don't quite understand that yet. Inner format. For my inner format, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to do feet and inches, and I'm going to go a ½ inch. That's show denominator, reduce fractions. You figure that crap out. So I want feet and inches. Okay, on the inner format. This dimension right here, inner format. This is the outer format. Okay, let's look at the outer format. This is where I want feet, and I want I want to see the unit indicators, I guess, and trailing zeros, I guess, and smalls. I want decimal places this time, right? Decimal places. This is the outer format. Because our grade is at decimal places, or that's what I use right here. Right here, the grade is at decimal places. So this is going to be at decimal places, and this is at feet and inches, fractions, whatever you call it, because that's the framer stuff. Marker format. That's feet, decimal places too. This is the marker format right up here. This is the marker format. So you got inner dimensions, outer dimensions, marker format. And I'm going to show those things right. Locate options. I just leave this. I don't know. I'm just leaving it. I think these are for horizontal dimensions, like in plan view and stuff. Auto story dimension defaults, but whatever. I don't understand it. I don't think. I don't care. And layer, I want them to go on dimensions automatic. Actually, I probably want them to go on. Probably would want them to go on auto. So I'm going to go define, copy, dimensions, auto, story poll. So that's probably really. I don't know why. I just story poll just so I can lock my automatic dimensions if I want, and just delete the story poll dimensions, or vice versa. So it seems like it doesn't cost me anything. Now this is the layout dimensions. What I started with here is, where's the grade level marker? The grade level marker is at, wait a second. I just told you that the house is 12 inches above grade, didn't I? And grade is at sea level. So the grade level marker should be minus 12. And I'm going to elevation references first floor, and we're just going to see what happens, okay? That's all this is about. I'm going to see what happens. Done. So I come over to here, and MK, I'm just going to get rid of all these dimensions. Delete MS on both sides now, remember? I did it on both sides now. And by the way, there we go. See what happened? The top of slab is at 0, which really matches what my slab is anyway. It's at 0. Its first floor is at 0. And the grade is minus 1 foot below slab. So my grade level is minus. That might not be a bad way to go. You understand? So here's the outer format, decimal places. Inner format, feet and inches. I think those on metric system don't have to worry about this nonsense. But we do. Headers at 6.71 feet. And I think this is important because we have plan checkers or plan reviewers out here that want to make sure. I want to make sure that roof isn't 38.00 feet above sea level. Well, it's not. It's at 37.64. So that's why I want to use that format for this part right here, okay? But the framer, I think the framer wants this, 11.71, 11 foot 7.5 inches. He doesn't know what 11.64 feet is, right? I don't think he does. But now let's just go on a little bit further, okay? Now this time let's go. Let's change our dimension defaults for auto story poll to once we set the general up, inner format, outer format, marker format, locate objects, and layer. You're done. This is the stuff that you're really going to get mess around with. Locate elevations. Now I want to use grade level. I mean, the grade level is minus 12, right? That's just period. That's where it is. The grade level is minus 12 relative to first floor. That is what it is in this particular plan. But this time, I'm going to use the grade level marker as the reference. Okay? Done. Now I'm just going to automatically redo this. I'm going to see what happens. I'm not going to delete these. Hotkey. Hotkey. Interesting. I don't think I expected that. I didn't. I think I. Yep. With my hotkey, it just completely redid it. I don't have to do it. It just completely redid it. Just hit your hotkey MS and it's done. And you do whatever you do. I don't know. Maybe you come up here and do. Oh yeah. See MS. That's what I got. MS. MS. Measurement story poll. MS. Glenn will be proud of me on that. MS. Measurement story poll. So now the grade level is at 0. Okay, and that's great. That's great. So the house is 1 foot above grade level. So do you want to know the elevation of slab above grade level, or do you want to know the level of grade level relative to the slab? I think I think I don't know. I think I always want it relative a grade level. Well, my plan reviewer does. I don't really care what it is. I rarely. Before I had this, I didn't even do this stuff. But lately, it seems like I'm having to do this kind of crap on my projects. I'm having to go through a lot of coastal development review projects, and they can't wait to see the elevation of my land. So anyway, so now let's go ahead and change this. And now now I'm gonna get into okay. Now by the way, the house is 5 foot above above sea level. Right? The house is 5 foot above sea level, and the terrain is at sea level. Okay. So now let's MS it MS. There. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Look what just happened. Now I get the double dimension. Now I get the double dimension. Because why? Because I changed the terrain. You think that's what happened? MK. So now I got to delete it. Did it not? Now I got to delete it, okay? Now I'm going to go MS. There it is. Stop. I got to think. Stop. Pause. Ain't I dumb? Ain't I dumb? This is the problem. One thing I forgot when I got to my story poll. Should have a flashing light. Here, go here. This is what I forgot to change. Grade level, it's now 5 feet, right? The grade is now 5 feet below. Okay, done. MS. Okay, now it changed. Okay, it changed automatically. I get you. Now I'm going to come back in here. I'm going to take this thing again, and I'm going to say my house is 10 feet above. Now this is where it gets stupid. The house is 10 feet above, and okay. You got what happened. You see what happened to the terrain? It dropped. There, that's where it should be. The house should be 10 foot above the terrain, right? But what I didn't do is I didn't change my story pole yet. So I go into my story pole, my dimension default story pole, and now this is got to be locate elevations minus 10 feet. Now let's see if it automatically updated. That's the question. Minus 10 feet. Boop. Done. No. Okay. MS. It fixed itself. How many different? Yep, and it completely redid the thing. So a second ago, okay, I'm not going to worry about it. So I think that. Okay, now this is what I don't like about this thing. Wait a second. I think I just might have figured something out. I got to think about this. I'm going to pause this. I'm going to think about this. Okay, now I got my head around it. Now, what I've been doing all this time is I've just been assuming that the land is at sea level, right? I've just been assuming the land is at sea level, and then I've just been building the house 1 foot above sea level, 2 foot above sea, 5 foot above sea level, 10 feet above sea level. But we know that's never the case. We know that's never the case. So this is the way I handle this. Okay, this is the way I handle this. I usually set my terrain at 0. My terrain is at 0. It's at finished floor level. Okay. Let's check my dimensions. Okay, hang on a second. MS. I got a bunch of dimensions, okay, because I didn't rechange my the story pole stuff, you know what I didn't change? I didn't change. That's interesting. Okay, I didn't change. Okay, I didn't change this. Now this is the top of slab is 10 foot above sea level, but I don't know where's my land at. My top of my land is at 0. But we know that the land really is at 0. So this is what I do. I come over to my terrain right here, and I get elevation region, and I take the elevation region right there, and I give it a fill. This is just so you know, just so you can see what this is. And I've done videos on these stupid terrains, and I'm going to give it a fill just so you know that's always there. Fill, solid, give it a green color. Come on, green. About green right there. Done. And it's going to be 75% transparent, I guess. Okay, now, but this terrain region is minus 2 feet below my slab. There it is. You got me? You got me, brother? You got me, brother? Can you not see it? I guess you can't see it. Give me a second here. Don't you usually see a fill? God, sometimes. So anyway, okay, let's make the terrain thicker. Let's make the terrain, just so you guys know, the terrain is going to be, I don't know, 6 feet thick, just 4 feet thick, just so it's 6 feet thick, just so you can see it easier. Oh. Come on, God, stupid. So, I have to change that. It's 2 foot. 2 foot. The house is 2 foot above the terrain, and the skirt is thickness right here. This is what I was trying to do. 6 foot. 6 foot. Okay. So there's the terrain, right? You can see my terrain. 1-1, and the house is 2 feet above. What I like to do is I like to give this gives me my terrain, just so you can see the top of the dirt. Fill, solid, grayscale. Done. So that's really where the dirt is. So the house, the top of slab is 10 foot above sea level, but how far up above the dirt is it? 4 foot. 4 foot. Now notice. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of these dimensions one more time. MS. Okay, now I got my dimensions right, and a dimension down to grade. Now think about it. How often is your slab only 10 foot above mean sea level? It's usually what, 100 feet above mean sea level, and you want this number to be right, don't you? Well, so that means this thing's way off the page. That means that thing's way off the page. Now, you understand that these things are automatic. And this is automatic. And this was automatic. But look at it. Look at this. Look at this outer dimension. Those top of slabs run with it. So if I come over here and I do this, I get another marker point. Can I relocate that marker point? I don't think so. I can't relocate that marker point. You understand? I can't believe I can't. It seems like I could if I wanted to. Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe someone else knows. But now my land it's 6 foot above sea level, and the house is 4 foot above the dirt. The land is 6 foot above sea level. This is 4 foot above dirt, and I'm thinking about what someone else wants, like the plan reviewer. That's pretty much what he's going to want. But he's not going to want this, and you understand that this is doing whatever it's doing. Okay, so now so this is the problem I'm having, and that is I don't want a dimension down to sea level. I just want a dimension down to my dirt, and I want that to be automatic. But you understand it's not automatic. I don't understand why I can't have this. And I decide that grade level is at 4 foot. Grade level is at 4 foot. Okay, let's just see if I can do it. Go to dimensions. Grade is at 4 foot. It's at minus 40. Okay, minus 48. So you think now it's going to read 48 inches. Now it's going to read 48 inches below the slab, which is good. But that's what it's going to read as sea level. It doesn't read sea level as being. And look at that. See, now I get all those stupid freaking dimensions again. Why do I, when I do MS, when I do that, I don't want all the other dimensions. I just want new, fresh dimensions, period. You know what I'm saying? MS. And I don't know what, okay, so anyway, whatever. See, now grade level is at 0. That's not, but it's really not. It's 6 foot above sea level. It's 6 foot above sea level. And it has nothing to do with this, does it? Oh, the terrain, I told you that. I mean, subfloor above. That's 24 inches. I mean, I don't even know what that's referring to. What is that doing? What's that doing? Subfloor height above terrain. God, stop. Sorry, a bonehead play. I apologize. My terrain should be set at 0. My terrain should be set at 0, which is level with the floor. And then what I do is I put this terrain region at minus 24. Then I put this terrain region at minus 24. I put the terrain region at minus 24, minus 24. So my terrain is actually 24 below. You got what I'm saying. Now I'm going to go MS. And, oh, God darn it. 1-1. It seems like in here somewhere there's what I want to be able to do, but I just haven't put together the right formula yet. Grade level markers at minus 24. Okay, done. MS, everything's copacetic. Yep, so my grade is 2 foot above. I told you that. Grade level is 0. See, the top of slab is relative to the grade level. I really want it relative to. Okay, no matter what, this is not going to work out. This. I'm just telling you. In most cases, this is going to have to be relative to sea level. That's probably what I'm going to have to do. So what that means is. Dimensions, story pole, grade level marker, minus 10 foot. That's where sea level is. Because I'm telling you, my house is going to be 10 foot above sea level, period. Okay, done. MS. There it is. So that's really what I want. And so I'm back to where I was at, and that is I don't have how high it is above the dirt. But I can come over here, and now I can see that the dirt's at 8.8. The grade is at 8.0. But it doesn't say grade level. This actually should say sea level. That actually should say sea level. Pause. By the way, I've tried. What we're talking about is this right here. I want that to read sea level, but I want that thing to. I want another one to be automatic and be right here. It says grade level because that's where the grade level is. It's at 8 feet. It is at 8 feet. So let's go ahead and put my terrain. Okay, let's subfloor height. Okay, so now I've actually built a terrain. I think I went through this already. I've actually built a terrain at 10 foot. Minus 10 foot. You should be able to see it. I zoom out. Yeah, there it is right there. Minus 10 foot. So now I want to raise the dirt up to I want to raise the terrain up to 8 foot. This is a terrain region, okay? So now I've got the terrain region, which is actually the terrain, up to 2 foot, which is where I want it. And now I want to do my, okay, now let's see, MS. Grade level is still at 0. Okay. Now suppose I come back, and I don't think this is going to work because I think I piddled around with this forever and I haven't made it work yet. Dimensions. Out of story pole, locate. So the grade level marker should be relative to the first floor, minus 24. I think my grade, my finished grade is 24 inches below. Okay. So the grade level should read 10 feet, 8 feet. See, it didn't. It didn't. That's the problem with this thing. That is the problem with this thing. So back to what it has to be set at, unless someone tells me differently, and that is locate elevations, a grade level line. The grade level marker is really sea level. That's what it is. This is minus 10 foot. That's just sea level. And you can double check that, I think, somewhere. Because I don't think I ever want to reference my first floor level, do I? Because in the first floor level, we'll read at 0. We know it's never at sea level. So it always has to be the grade level marker. Okay, done. Done. Now go MS and redo it. Now everything's good. Everything's good. But what I don't like is there's my 8 foot. What I don't like is this thing is going to be off my page most of the time. So now now I got my format. I'm almost to get my format. I come over to dimensions, auto story dimensions, but locate dimensions. I don't want to locate my grade level. By the way, we're locating elevations. This is sort of important to understand. So I know that sea level is at minus 20. That gives me my top at slab at, it gives me my top of slab at 10 feet, which it is because it's 10 feet above sea level. I got to use the grade level marker just so my slab reads at 10 foot above sea level. I don't want to ever reference the first floor sublevel. If I do, then the subfloor is at 0. So this is the way I want this set up. But now I don't want to do the grade level. I don't want the grade level on the outer. I don't want the grade level on the outer, okay? On the outer. Okay, so done. MS MK to get all my dimensions. Delete. Got it. Zoom in. I'm not. You guys don't need. You guys don't need that. I don't think you need sections, or I don't need sections. So this is what I'm doing. So MS, I'm going to. All right. Now, what's the problem with this? First of all, I don't know how far above grade this slab is. Well, it's 2 foot, so I have to automatically come down and dimension it. And by the way, that will give me my grade marker, grade at 20. So I have to now type in. I mean, I can't add any text to that, okay? But this is the problem here. It's still dimensioning to the grade, the inner deal. So I got to go back over here, and I think we all knew this. Dimensions, I'm just working this through myself. You guys probably already know this stuff. So I don't want grade level at all. Remove it. Done. Okay, done. Now let's see, since I moved this dimension, MS, let's see if it, yeah, see, because I moved it, it'll stay. Watch this. If I move this, and I move this, MS, 2 more dimensions on this side. Did I get 2 more on this side? No, because I hadn't moved them. I just overlaid it. So we know about that. I wish I had a quick way of hotkey just to delete the dimensions, but I don't. So here you go, MS. So now I'm not dimensioning to sea level. So this is really just about what I want. But I still want to be able to dimension down to sea level. And now if I use this dimension, I will get the marker. If I do this, I don't get the marker, I just get the 2 foot. MS. Because I add because I manipulated these two dimensions when I did MS again. It gave me an extra dimension on top. I don't like that. I don't think any of us like it. Who likes it? I don't. By the way, what I found. By the way, why didn't this string right here dimension this ridge over here? Because remember in the beginning I talked about that 50% reach. The 50% halfway. 50% is probably right in here, right there. So these dimensions over here on the right will not get to that point there. That's why. Okay, now I'm gonna MK. I'm gonna get rid of some dimensions here. Delete. So now I'm going to finally sort of set up what I like as dimensions. Auto story dimensions. Locate elevations. I suppose on the outer, I really don't want header. But by the way, if you have, anything over here, you're going to get in the inner dimension. Anything over here is going to definitely be inner dimension. But if you don't want it to be on the outer dimension, you uncheck this. Anything over here will be in the inner dimension, but if you don't want on the outer, you check this. So I don't think I want to list my headers on the outer dimension. Definitely I want my highest ridge. I want the top of garage slab. I never want the top of garage slab because the garage slab slopes, right? So why ever get that? But I do want the top of the slab, which is usually the top of the curve of a slab. And I want the top of the subfloor. Oh, wait a second. I don't want bottom of footings. It's just too much information. Ceiling finish? Who wants a ceiling finish? Somebody might, but I don't. Grade level? I already got rid of that, right? Highest rough ceiling? Nah. I want rough ceilings. Do I want ridge? I'm going to add the ridge over here, and I think that'll give me all the ridges, okay? I think. But I don't want all the middle ridges on the outer dimension. I'm just telling you, I don't. Rough ceiling, I definitely want the rough ceiling. Top of footing, no. Top of foundation, I don't think so. Top of footing, top of foundation, I don't think so. Top of wall, no, I don't think so. If there's a top of wall that I ever want, I can get it. Top of wall usually will give you, it was usually the rough ceiling, I think. In fact, top of wall and rough ceilings are almost the same. Okay. Now the only thing I don't like is I want a rough ceiling. I want to rename that. I don't want to say rough ceiling. I'm assuming people because it stretches it out. So I don't think I want that. I don't want top of garage slab. I want to just remove it. I do want top of slab. I don't want top of subfloor, second floor. I want to rename this. I just want this to read subfloor. I mean, it's going to be the top of the subfloor. Okay, I don't need it to be super long. This. Okay, done. I think that is about what I will want. MK, get rid of these dimensions. There we go. Delete. MS. There we go. I got the top of slab, first floor, second. See, first floor, second floor, and second floor. That should probably read second floor ceiling. Maybe. You think? And first floor ceiling. I think I like that. So I'm just kind of playing around here. You guys do whatever you want to do. You know that. But dimensions, auto story pole dimensions, locate elevations. Um,
What's going on here? Ridge. In fact, I don't even like headers. Headers just, if I need a header, I'll add it. So I really don't even like headers. It's starting to clutter up. You saw that. It's starting to clutter up. I can't even read the dimensions. By the way, it's starting to get these extra ridges in here. I really don't even want the ridges. I just want the highest ridge, period. Remove. Top. So I want the floors and ceilings. That's really what I want. Okay. Done. MS. Let's see what we get this time. MS. Okay, so now I get this. I still have the header, so I got to. It done automatically. You got to just delete the stupid things. MS. There now. Oh, I'm still getting headers. Why am I still getting headers? Didn't I get rid of that? Oh, I didn't. Sorry. I left it there for a reason. Yeah, no, I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna learn to deal with this thing. By the way, how tall is this text? I want it to be 1-inch text. Oh, there it is. Oh, check this out. See, that's a 1-inch text. 9. This is 1-inch text. This has got to be 1/4-inch text. Okay, I guess that's 1/4 inch. Is that size 4? Oh, see, it's too big for me. So 9 1/4-inch text. Edit. I would edit this. This is what I do. This makes more sense to me. This is I go 4 cb. So it's cheap blueprint, size 4. Done. That's how I do my stuff. So I know what size it is. 4. There. That's a lot better. Now, why is this a 4 cb? I was playing around with this a little bit ago. I'm not quite sure why I'm getting this big text. 1 1. Let's see. How do I change? I mean, this can't be that hard. Dimensions. Oh, edit. Text style. Oh, cool. Oh, should be 4 cb. Use layer. Oh, use layer for text style. Nitwit. Dimensions. Use layer. I mean, come on. Yeah. Oh, that's much better. Yeah, use layer. Jeez Christ. Yeah, 4 cb. There we go. And I think I sort of like this. By the way, by the way, this okay. Now this gets funky. This is dimensioning the rough opening, right? Cancel. It's dimensioning the rough. It's actually dimensioning the rough. And I guess that's. There you go. I mean that just kind of confuses things. I think this is more for the framer than the. All right, let's just try something here. Let's try. Let me just try the window. Delete this. Delete this. Now I'm going to come over to here. I'm going to add it on. See if you want to. This probably makes the most sense. See, now it's at 6'8", right? 6'8". Doesn't that make? Don't you like 6'8" better? Okay, so all right, fine. So if I go over to my dimensions and auto storage pole dimensions, locate objects. See, I don't want rough openings. I don't have that option. I don't have that option to dimension just the windows because I don't want to dimension to the rough opening. I don't know why. I just don't. Technically, I suppose it's the right thing to do, but I don't want to do it. You think I should dimension to the casings? Now it's dimensioning to all the casings. And it's still dimensioning to, look at this, it's still dimensioning to the top of the window, 6'8", top of the rough opening window. So I don't even like that. So that doesn't make any sense to me at all. So 1-1 and go to this, 1-1 go to the story pole. Dimensions, story pole, dimensions. Yeah, so on locate objects, I just, for an auto story pole, I don't want dimension casings. I suppose on MKBA, whatever stuff you guys might want to do it, but for elevations, I don't. And so done. And I gotta tell you, very rarely do we dimension to the headers. I don't know how they figure it out, but they seem to figure it out pretty good without my help. Because I think every header's at 80 inches, or they know. So I just I really should read header rough opening. Should read header rough opening. So I'm gonna just remove it. I don't even like it. But if I reset this, yeah. By the way, if you change the name, you want to. So I'm going to rename this. Okay, that's the second floor. What about this? Reset this. Rough ceiling. This is rename this. Here we go. Rename this. Floor name ceiling. CLG. Okay, now let's try it. This might be the answer. MS. Second floor ceiling. Second floor. First floor ceiling. See, top of slab. And it is a slab, by the way. So I'm gonna come over here. I'm gonna try something real quick. And so I'm gonna come over to this is you know what this is. I'm just gonna turn this off. Elevation data. Turn that off. Okay. I want. By the way, I want PI. I want this to have a wood floor. Structure. Bump. Edit. Oh, sorry. Insert. 0.75. 0.75. And that's going to be plywood, right? OSB done. And over here, this is about 11.25. Okay. And that's going to be fur framing. Bump. FIR. Fur framing. Done. Okay. So now I'm going to rebuild. Is it rebuild? Build foundation? Is that what I'm supposed to do? I do things a little differently. Build foundation. Automatically. Oh, there we go. Automatically. Yeah. Okay, fine. There we go. Okay, so if I go look at HG. Oh, wait. You big ninny. So I want to. I do things manually, so that's why I'm a little automatically rebuild foundation. Okay. HG. Wrong. So what am I doing wrong? Why ain't this? This has got to be a structure. Oh. Edit. About 12 for framing. Okay. Yes. Okay. Down. Up. Down. what's this? UU structure. Yeah. This is structure. Yes. Okay, it's HG. Let's just make sure it's all copacetic. W. But I guess I don't know. I don't know how to do these. Oh, how do you guys do this stuff? What is this? This room here is a structure. Yeah, room supplies floor for the room above, and this over here is. I do this manually. I can do it. I can do it in my sleep. I've done it so many times. Floor under this room. Okay. Oh, FRA framing floor. Maybe it's right. Oh, there it is. Yeah, HG. Sorry, I'm just a little slow. That's right. So, sorry. Oh God, I swear. I don't know how you guys do this stuff. So this is a structure minus 36. The ceiling, yeah, minus 36. And this is how I do it. I guess you guys have your own ways of. I don't know. I should know how to do it, but I don't. HG there. There. That's perfect. That's what it is. Okay, perfect. Done. So if I just go up to here, I'm just going to just put the UU and structure edit, insert one. That's OSB. There we go. So now I got it good. OSB done. Okay, good. So now let's look at our elevation again. Yeah, that's good. I guess it's good. We'll figure it out. Cross section right there. Here we go. So now let's see how this thing MK. Let's see how this thing dimensions. Delete MS. Top of slab. Ooh, top of slab. Top of floor. Why do you think the slab's at 9 feet? F6. It shouldn't be, right? This is the floor right. This is the floor right here. UU structure. 0. Done. That's better. So if I come down here, monolithic slab. Okay. Structure. General. I guess I just do this a different way. I just UU. Let's see if I can. My footing. Structure. Floor. Minus. I don't know. Yeah, that's now. All right, so I got the footing going down right. Now let's see. Go up a level right here. Make sure this is at 0. Floor's at 0. The floor at 0. Stupid. Okay, there. Oh, by the way, the thing automatically fixed. I just saw this. By the way, this slab went up. That slab went up when it was at automatically redimensions. Is my point. And so why is this top of slab? Why isn't that dimensioning top of floor? Why isn't it this dimensioning top of floor? You notice there's a 34. There it is. The reach is too much. The reach is too much. So it's getting confused. So if I come over here, if I go to 1-1, I go to my dimensions. I'm going to just do it a cheap way. Automatic story polls, and there we go. The reach. 30 and 30. Let's try that, okay? MK. The one on the left should say top of floor. MS. There it is, first floor. First floor ceiling, second floor ceiling. Now, I wonder what happens if you get a basement. That could be kind of tricky if you understand what I'm saying. I mean, is it because if I put my if it's a walkout basement, is that on level 0 or let's give it a try. Anyway, so everything's making sense to me. The only thing I don't have is I don't have the elevation of the finished grade right there, and that's what I'm going to do. Is finished grade is at 8. And by the way, if my plan reviewer gets really nasty, I'll just do this and put this right here and 8.00 finished grade. Got it? I'll do this. So I think that takes care of it. I think I would like to be able to move these. I can move the dimension around. I can't move that grade marker. Can I move this? I think there was something that said I could move these things a little bit. I can move the dimension, but can I move this grade marker? In fact, I think I like this. Yeah, second floor. Yeah, I mean, there is second floor, first floor ceiling, second floor ceiling. I like it. What happens if I have a basement? That's the question. Let's go over here to working view. Go down to here, and this is going to be basement. Now I'm going to call it a. What am I going to call it? Mechanical structure. It has a floor. The floor is going to be a slab, and the floor is at minus 8 foot. Okay, and it is a basement. In fact, you understand door hinged. Okay, so I'm gonna look at this section. There it is. I'm gonna automatically detail it. I've learned to like this tool. I hate it, but I hate this. I hate to do this, but I guess everything else is that much quicker. MS. Foundation ceiling. That's how it named it. Foundation ceiling. So this is the foundation. Top of slab. I think I like it. I think I like it. What don't I like? There was something that I didn't like. Oh, I know. Oh, I know what I didn't like. Actually, this. Oh, I'm sorry. This is what I didn't like. Okay, here we go. If I had my way, this is the way I would do it. So just bear with me. Control C. Go to my section. 06. Oh, I think I'm sick. Gonna have a good time this weekend. Gonna see friends on 2 days. Going over to his friend's house out in Alpine this afternoon for a barbecue. And tomorrow night, our good friends, we're gonna go celebrate her birthday. at a nice restaurant just around the corner from my office. I'm curious. Yeah, see that thing has to be. I have to send that. I have to send, and it's dialed in pretty darn good on my. What I'm talking about is the level that this fill is on. I like to use this fill. I just do. So this is on level this is on level 21. So I want this further back. So this is on level. Just send it to the back, you nitwit. There it is. And I'll turn off the train. You can see. So there we go. I like that. I think. And goes anyway. There it is. And if I put a footing underneath, footing underneath these things, I'd have that. You got me. So what was the point of this thing? The point of this thing, and I don't want to see the terrain, terrain perimeter. I don't want to see that because I can see it. Yep, that's gone now. Perfect. Top of slab, foundation, ceiling, top of slab. I forgot where I was going. Oh, I know. Yeah. Okay. If I had my way, this is the way I would want to do this. I think I did this wrong. Dimensions. I would want auto story pole dimensions. I would want the outer format to be feet and inches, period, inner fraction, half inch, whatever. Pick your poison, okay? Done. Let's see if it automatically updated. It did not automatically update. It did not. So MS, there. Now it automatically updated. Yep. So this is I think this is really what I would, if it was my place, this is what I would like. Well, actually, I could do it. I can do it. I think. I don't think I want this. Wrong. Control Z. I need this. I need this so I can get my markers. And I like it because it dimensions the floor assembly and this assembly. This is the one I really don't want, and that's the one I can't get rid of. I mean, I can delete it, but that's really the one that this is. This is if I had my way, this is the way I would work it. I would have this outside dimension or a dimension going to the highest point. I like this. This makes sense to me. Top of slab foundation. I know the distance between each of them, and I don't need to know this in fraction form, really. I don't think. This is for the plan checker, plan reviewer, I think. But this is what the guy that's going to build it, that's what he wants. And in the plan reviewer, he wants to know the maximum height and segments, following text, maximum height equals 30 feet. There. That's what I like. That's the way I would do it if I had it. But see, I'm always going to get this. To get this outer layer, I have to have the inner layer. Am I right? To get the outer layer, I have to do the inner layer. Outer format. I have to have the I think, right? Marker format. See, the marker format comes with the outer format. The marker format comes with the outer format. It doesn't come with the inner format, and I don't like the inner format. But if I was to locate elevations, got it. That makes sense to me. Layer, locate objects. Yeah, and see, and right here, outer. See, I can just uncheck every one of these. Suppose I did. Suppose I unchecked all those. What's going to happen? Done. MK. Now, what do you think is going to happen? I think I'm only going to get an inner format. I'm not going to get an outer. See, MS. There it is. I just got the inner format. I didn't get the outer format, and then I didn't get and that's. There you go. So to get the elevations, because people these days seem to want things over above sea level. I see more and more of that. That's my point. I've got to do. I have to. I have to do this. But really, actually, I might not. I might just want the highest ridge and the top of the slab. I don't want this, and I don't want. I don't want this. This is maybe the way I really want to do it. Okay, done. MS. There we go. What's wrong with that? What is wrong with that? What's wrong with that? Am I missing something? MS, MK, delete MS. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? I think I did it. I think that's the format I like for my purposes. Much simpler. I like it. Okay, let's go to my elevation. My elevation. MK. I wish I had a hot button to delete dimensions, but I don't. So MS. There it is. There we go. And that's to the dirt. So the house is 34 feet above dirt. And just so you know, sometimes I get one of these situations. 3 break. So what is the 1-1? What is the elevation? 60 inches. 5 feet. What's the elevation of the dirt 60 inches away? That's what I'm getting at. Here we go. Can't do it that way. I got to do. Oh, I know what I can do. Oh, here it is. Watch this. Wait a second. Oh, this is good. This is good. Oh, this is going to be good. Hang on. Point to point. Five feet. Okay. At 5 feet, what is the elevation at 5 feet? That's the question. Delete. Oh, sorry. Try that one more time. Sorry, watch this. Where's my dimension? Where's my dimensions? Right here. What was that hotkey? MI. I hardly ever use this one. So MI. MI. I'm going to come out here 5 feet from here. 5 feet. Perfect. So I'm going to take this, move down to there, right? 5 feet away. That's all I have to do. Oh, I can't. Well, I can't. I can. There it is. There it is. There it is. I think I did it. So 5 feet away, the height is what? That's awesome. That's awesome, buddy. So how if I do this one? 3 to break and pull it down like this. 1-1. So what do? I come over here like MI. I wish it snapped to these points. By the way, I wish it would snap to those points. Okay, 5 foot, 60, done. And now I move this down to here. Oh, that's why you have to do the 50% on both of them. So I would have this also. In fact, yeah, how would I do that? Okay, MK. Right there, dimension, and here's the overall height. That's really sensitive. You got to go a little bit lower in that point. You understand? I go higher. I can't be on. I got to go lower or a little bit higher to get that click. There it is. Okay, and so the height is, and now if I come over to here, I can go. But I don't get this. I don't get this elevation here, and I don't get this elevation here. So to do this again, 1-1. Oh, I want one of these with the elevation markers on the right side also. You get what I'm saying? So 0, 0 to paste in place. 0, 0 to paste in place. There it is. Slide it over. You think I did it? I did it. Right down low, down low. Did it. Okay, you see what I just did? I like it. I mean, I think I like it. Highest ridge. So I had to copy it. I can copy it. That's not bad. And the by the way, I think there was a way to manipulate these points, these additional points. Watch this. I'm dimensioning to the bottom of the footing. There was something where I could get this thing on the left side, or where I get this on the left side or right side of the dimension line. In fact, what's interesting is what happened to my bottom of footing. There it is, bottom of footing. And you know, this is going to be this. I ran into this just yesterday. As a matter of fact, I was working with retaining walls, top of footing, bottom of footing, top of retaining walls. So this is really kind of neat. So I think if I'm going to do it one more time, MK. You got what I'm going to go over. Look at my section. Here's my section. MK. Let's see if I like it. Delete this. MS. I like it. I got this intimate. That's perfect on the inside. This is perfect here. And I'm just going to move this up to here because that's actually the height of my building, right? I wish I could add a finished grade right there, but whatever. And if I need it on the other side, I go 08 to copy, and I just move it over here like this. And now I have those things. And now I just take this and I just go. I don't know. Do I have to take that point and move it all the way over to here? Maybe. I guess I can do that. Okay, hey, that's the end. Oh, that was a long one. Sorry it took so. Oh, that was long. Long. That's the end.